All right, welcome to my ticking channel. Today I'm reviewing the Citizen Moonphase watch today. I've had this watch for probably 6 or 9 months now. This watch has a stainless steel case with a black leather strap, a push button deployment clasp on it. Actually, a very nice one. We'll get to that in a minute. It has a fixed stainless steel bezel, a really pretty blue dial with luminous steel tone hands and index hour markers. Minute markers around the outer rim. Of course, it's analog. It has 4 multifunction subdials displaying the day of the week, the date, the month, and the moon phase. Has the eco drive movement that they have, which just requires any type of light to help it stay charged. It has a scratch resistant mineral crystal. Solid case back. The case size is a large 44 millimeters, so it fits large on my wrist. I have a 6 1/4 inch wrist, but still fits without a problem. It doesn't bind at all. It slides real easy up and down the wrist when it needs to. It's a very easy to wear watch. The case thickness is identified as 13 millimeters. Bandwidth is 20. And it's water resistant to 100 meters or 330 feet. You do the push button right here. Deploys quite easily and quite quickly. Machine on the inside a little bit. The clasp is really top notch. It's a really top notch clasp. Big difference though, this one has a sub dial that is covered up, and this dial is kind of the same, but it just has a white moon circle that gets covered up by the edges. Considering I collect Moonphase watches, I prefer this type of Moonphase where it's shown like this versus this. But for a general Moonphase watch, being eco-driven, you don't have to replace the batteries ever. You get charged by the sun. And for a general watch, it's really quite nice. The case is heavily polished. Has different textures on it. On the lugs itself, it's kind of matte there, matte burnished polished, which is nice. Couple bevels on it, up to the bezel. So it has a nice design to the watch itself. Of course, it has the calendar functions here. Everything is easy to read, but on older eyes, the date may be a little bit hard to identify. I really prefer the date to be in a wheel all on its own with a number that's just shown in the box versus a subdial with the numbers on them. But it's very sturdily built. The leather band seems to be slightly padded, meaning there's a little pad between 2 leather surfaces. Makes it a little bit nicer to wear. The clasp is really top notch. But truthfully, overall satisfaction, it's a good watch. I use it quite a bit. I use it anytime I'm outside. You know, it's a general watch. Displays the time real easily. It's easy to read. But if you collect moon watches and you're after a real moon night phase, it doesn't have the same features as regular moon phase watches. And I don't really like its moon phase very well. But for a general eco drive watch, it's fine. But moon phase wise, it's lacking. It's easy to set. There's one little button on the side that manages the date, I believe it is. But if you like moon phase watches and you're looking for a lower cost one, this is a pretty nice one. These retail for $425. There are 3 versions of these. I'll show a quick picture of the one ladies watch, which actually looks a lot better than this watch. And the men's watch is similar, just with this dial on it, but gold instead of silver tone. But truthfully, overall satisfaction, it's a good watch. I use it quite a bit. I use it anytime I'm outside. You know, it's a general watch. Displays the time real easily. It's easy to read. But if you collect moon watches and you're after a real moon night phase, it doesn't have the same features as regular moon phase watches. And I don't really like its moon phase very well. But for a general eco drive watch, it's fine. But moon phase wise, it's lacking. So if you're ever looking at the Citizen's moon phase watch, it's a nice watch, like I said. But if you really like seeing moon phases, there's a lot of other better options out there. So take that into account. Anyways, I hope you like this review. I'll be reviewing this and more watches over time. Any questions or comments, please put them down below. Give a thumbs up, likes, and share this video. We'll see you later.